How's it going, guys? I am Karil and welcome back to another installment of the Journeyman Into the Abyss. If you have missed this season so far, we have gone on an absolute mission through the FM universe and through my FM cycle and ended up at Russian outfit SKA Karabokh, who are currently residing out of the Russian second tier. Now, we took over the club in mid-November. They were sitting in the relegation spaces, but with the expectations that we had to finish the season with a mid-table finish. Now, with our form as inconsistent as Frank Butcher's EastEnders run in the 90s, it is going to be very difficult to finish on a high. Can we do it? Guys, I am Karil. If you've liked what you've seen so far from this series, then please don't be afraid to like, comment and subscribe. You have joined me here in the last game of the season with SKA Karabokh, where we took over in mid-November. They were currently sitting inside the relegation places and gave us an expectation of a mid-table finish. Now, I can confirm in the last two games we have secured our survival in the Russian First Division for one more season. So can we push on and really build this team into a force? Well, we've got one more game to get through before we get into next season. Guys, let me take you over to our schedule and let me show you how we got on when it come to taking over at the club and where we sort of find ourselves now and the results along the way. So we took over in November. So let's get Bosch into November. And we took over. Our first game we took over was against Volga, and that was a 1-0 defeat. Now, we went on a pretty decent run, securing some solid results along the path, which I do think the sort of run within November was very crucial to the position we're in now and the points tally we've got so far. And then we kind of went through December all the way through to February. We did have a mid-season break because of the winter break. We come back and we smash things 7-3, and I thought, you know what, that's another turning point for us. But again, as I explained in the intro, guys, as up to sort of now, our form has been very inconsistent. Now, picking up the odd 3 points here, dropping a considerable amount of points, you know, it's the one goals that do me, you know what I mean? I'd happily get stuff 3 or 4-0. But it's a case of we're losing 1-0, we're losing by 1 goal, we're drawing 1 each, we're drawing 2 each. We're losing 1-0 again. A couple of 2-1 defeats in there. But guys, we have turned a corner. I like to think we've turned a corner when it comes to going forward. Now, we picked up a 2-0 win against Tom and then a 0-0 draw against Fakal. And we are actually going to finish our season now with a game against the team we played first when we came into the helm at SKA Karabokh. And that is against Volga, guys. So let me take you into the tactics screen and let me show you that we've had a couple of little tweaks. We have brought a hidden gem back into play, and that is shake your tick attacks. Guys, look at shake your tick attacks. It is a tick attacker formation which is adjusted sort of around the squad, around the players that we have at our disposal, but this is very much my go-to tactic that I created in FM20, used in FM19, FM18, but we've adjusted it sort of to suit the game and to suit the style of players that we have at our disposal at each club and in each save. So, in position, we are attacking mentality. In position, we have got a standard attacking width, playing out of defence, low crosses, working the ball into the box, slightly shorter passing, and a slightly lower tempo. Now, in transition, guys, we're going to counter press, but we are going to hold our shape. We're going to try to hold our shape, work the ball around, and try and play the game on our own terms, hence why we're working the ball into the box. We're going to distribute quickly, so we're going to hopefully we can go through those transitions and go through the phases quite quickly. We're going to distribute to all line of defence, and again, we're not going to take long kicks. We're going to try and keep it nice and short, retain possession, and play the game on our own terms. Now, out of possession, guys, we've got a higher line of engagement. We are using the offside trap as well as a higher defensive line. We are extremely urgent in our pressing all over the pitch, and we're going to prevent short goalkeeping distribution. Now, looking at the player roles, we've got a pressing forward attack up front. On the left wing, we've got an inside forward attack, and on the right, we've got an inverted winger support. In the middle of the park, we've got an advanced playmaker attack who's going to provide sort of support in this area, maybe float out a little bit wide when Matey Boy wants to decide to cut in. But primarily, those two are going to rotate. They're going to get support up and down here by the wing-back support. And at the same time, we've got a box-to-box midfielder who's just going to be going up and down, up and down. Now, in the centre defence midfield role, we've opted for a half-back defence. Because when we are going forward, the half-back is going to drop in between the two centre-halves. They're going to create a flat back three, and they're going to provide cover back there if we do get hit on the break. Giving our wing-backs or our full-backs, whatever you like to call them in the preset, chance to get back and get into position. And we've got a sweeper-keeper defence. Set as defence, because our keeper isn't very switched on when it comes to communication and concentration. So we wanted to try and nullify or eliminate the amount of mistakes he's going to be making. So just keep it nice and simple. Just come out and get rid of the ball. Plain and simple. Nothing fancy. Nothing too extravagant. Keep your head on, son. That is why he is a sweeper keeper defence. Now, guys, my average rating and last 5 games is nothing to shout home about. Let's go into the last 5 games and have a look at some of the players that are sort of playing considerably well. So we've got Vasily Ilik. Now, Vasily Ilik is a left defender or a left back. He came into the squad because we needed at least one under-22 player in the starting 11 at all times. Now, we have got another guy who we do play. We currently have him on loan, but he did get injured for the course of, say, 5 or 6 games. We needed an under-22 player, so we bought in Ilik so we can rotate the two in-game. So we're trying to keep them nice and fresh, because I had exactly the same over in China in my Dalian Pro series, where you had to play one under-19 player in the starting 11 at all times. So we had to bring somebody else in to keep them fresh, rotate them, even if it's 45 minutes here, 45 minutes there. It really does help with the rotation and keeping them fresh going forward. Now, another guy we really owe a lot to is Karil Soosloff. Karil Soosloff is an absolute beast of a centre-half, experienced centre-half as well. His contract does expire at the end of the season, and he doesn't currently want to sign a new one because the club reserved their judgment and their opinion of me. The players reserved their opinion of me because of my experience. Hopefully now we've confirmed that we are safe and secure for next season. Hopefully now we can finish this season and change their opinion of me and sign him on the dotted line, because we really do need some experience at the back. And like I say, his average ratings and his last 5 games speak volumes for us. Right, guys, there we go. Little breakdown of schedule, little breakdown of the new tactic embedded, the tactic we want to be taking this club forward with, and a little breakdown into the average ratings of some of the players that have helped us in this form, or lack of form, but have really helped us when it comes to securing our safety in the Russian First Division. Right, tactical meeting, guys, into the last game of the season. Team selection, baby. Let's get into it. We've already selected the team, guys. Ubuak in goal, or Ubuak, Manilov, Soosloff, Tshebi, and Tikerzian at the back. Kivareski. Let's go. Let's say that's a solid K. Vikevsky at the back, in half-back. Batayan, Malev, Gudamordov on the wing with Noma, and Basaluk up top. Basaluk has got 20 plus goals for us this season so far. He has done really well since coming in and since we've come in to helm. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he can finish the game with a man of the match performance. Right, guys, there's the team sheet for you. I've just ran through that. I'm not going to murder any more names going forward. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's give these guys something to smile about when finishing the end of this season. Let's point the finger. Let's give the fans something to smile about today, guys. I have faith in you to make the difference. And likewise with the midfield and attack, we're going to pump them. We're going to try and get them exuberated. We're going to try and get them excited. Look at that. The stadium is absolutely packed to the rafters. Are they social distancing? This game is seriously real. Guys, 5 minutes in, we have retained 64% possession, 1 shot, and an XG of 0.15. That's gone up by 2 shots. It's the last game of the season. Of course, there isn't going to be any match highlights. Of course there isn't. 20 minutes in, the man more. Come on, boys. Possession, we're bossing them with possession. 4 shots as well. 6 fouls, so we're trying to retain the ball back every time we lose it. Bachutin and Malev in the centre of the park are our outstanding performers at the minute, guys. Demand more out of this. Come on. Half-time. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Point the finger. I'm not happy with your performance out there, lads. Get out there and do something different. Work the ball from the back. Tesfebi on the ball. Malev. X3. Malev. Out to Noma. Can he cut it in? Keeping the ball well. This is what I like to see. We're keeping it well. We just need to break him down. Malev. Oh. Offside anyway. Offside. I say absolutely poor. Poor effort. 10 shots, 5 on target. 92% pass completion. 71% possession. We did lose 1-0 to these guys in our opening game at the helm of SK Karabovsk. Now, we need a win. We need to finish the season on a high. Let's look into it. Let's change things around. Let's change our striker. Let's put Bragging on. Not going to brag. And then looking at our right back as well. Let's change the right back around. He was playing at a 6.4. But look at that midfield. The midfield looks stacked. You know what I mean? All the guys in the midfield seem to be playing very, very well. Bachutin. Bragging. Noma. Malev, Bachutin. He gives it away too easy, but out to the left back. Can he get on the overlap? Can he get on his toes? He's there. Bragging's dropping too deep. Too deep. We're keeping it. We're not doing anything with it though, that's the thing. We just can't seem to break him down. I just don't think the off the ball, the technical abilities of the players off the ball are that good. Where they can make those runs, they can draw players out, they can bring them out of position so we can fulfill and occupy those positions and plug the gaps. Jujumoradov plays it across. Pen! Going for a penno. Who's stepping up? It's Bachutin. Tucks it away. Get in, son. 10 minutes to play. Let's freshen things up. 10 minutes to go. One substitute left. Let's freshen things up here. And we're going to go with Noma. We're going to get Noma off. Chukan is going to go. Chukon. And Ilik's going to go in at left back. And it looks like I've just missed an absolute pinger there. The keeper saved it. Bachutin with a corner. Ball comes in. Back out to Bachutin. Can he look up? Can't get the delivery. Looks up. Replays cut him short. Malev, Bachutin. Malev. Guys are just playing ping pong in the middle of the park with it. Oh, absolute finish by Nea Tikinzan. Nea Tikinzan started off as a left back in this game. We pushed him onto inside forward and he done exactly that. He cut in, he sort of hugged the 18-yard box, sort of taken a step back to give himself a little bit of space and pinged it home. 90 minutes on the clock. Look at that. C'est la vie. Guard of honour from the players, thanking the supporters. Thank you very much. 22 shots, 9 on target, 2.74 XG, 7 corners, 13 fouls, and a partridge in a pear tree. 93% pass completion and 73% possession. That is what we want to see from this tactic. Now, we need players in to work that off the ball, those technicalities. We need smart players in to make the system properly work and score a couple of more goals from open play. But guys, I'm quite happy with that. You didn't think I forgot, did you? Guys, this is the screen we all love to see. SKA Karabovsk end of season review 2020 season. Now, the new arrivals, guys, looking at things, none of these players I bought in. We worked with what we had. But looking at things, Nicky Betasovnov, I think we plonked him in the under-23s, but the average rating was there of a 7. Now, we ain't going to get too much into this, guys, because none of these are the players that I bought in. But we have got some outstanding performers. Let's go Ryoto Noma, 6.92, scoring 10 goals this season. Definitely going to be keeping him for next season. Let's take a little look at But Yatin, again, he had an outstanding game just gone. You've just seen that. Good player. Naya, Tikin Nizan. Now, we signed him on loan from CSK Moscow. Well, they signed him before I came on into the helm. But I've done a little bit of research about the club, which obviously helps. They actually have it's not a partnership, but they have, and it's not an in-game affiliation either, but they do have a co-ownership or a co-partnership with CSK Moscow. I think CSK Moscow branded them. That's why they're now SKA, that's why on their badge, it's CKA. But yeah, Moscow branded them pretty much. That's why they changed their logo and everything. So, hey, we got the backing of CSK Moscow, one of the big boys in Russia. I'm gonna take it. Now, board confidence, are disappointed that the team only achieved a mid-table position. Now, when we took over, we were 21st. We climbed to 12th. Now, you're not happy that we avoided relegation. You're not happy that we kind of secured another season in the Russian First Division. Like, next season is definitely going to be a struggle if we haven't got the backing of the board. I think any mishap, any bad run of form is seriously going to put our job under scrutiny, guys. So we turn a corner, and we need to turn a corner. Moments to remember: 7-3 win, biggest win. That was me. 7-3 win. Match to remember: 4-1. First Division. That was me also. Now, goal of the season, scored by Noma. A memorable goal from Noma as he runs inside his own half before hitting a powerful effort. Now, I've got a goal recorded by Noma. I'm going to attach it to this video when I release it. And guys, it was probably better than that one. The finances, guys. Looking at the finances, now, shirt sales, Noma was the biggest shirt sale. We definitely need to keep hold of him next season. Bazulik, Borakov, Bachutin, and Sisvebi. Now, they're good players as well. So this is probably the superstars of our team. Now, our annual revenue, things are in the green. Things are looking up. That's great. Now, how we lined up. Now, this was the formation we were playing when we first came in. Probably looks about right when it comes to the players and the strongest players that we were playing. Look at Illich making it in to the best 11. The 19-year-old we brought in to provide cover for an under-22 player, and he scraped it and made it into the best 11. Definitely going to be starting with him next season. The accolades, guys. Looking at the accolades. Now, bugger my manager awards. Fans Player of the Year is Basiluik. Young Player of the Year, Lilik. Goal of the season, Noma. Top goal scorer, Basiluik on 21 goals. Most assists, Basiluik with 9. Soosloff, most player of the matches. Highest average rating is Basiluik as well. And most passes completed is actually Malev, the 30-year-old Bezea. But we're going to be playing as a box-to-box or an advanced playmaker next season. And some of the record breakers goals, guys. Most league goals is 20. Basileik with 3 goals in a game. Basileik, again, most goals by a player in a league match, 3. Clean sheets. Our keeper kept 12 clean sheets. We do need a new keeper, though, because concentration isn't there. Youngest player, Illich. Oldest player, Nikiforov. Fastest goal, Manilev. Youngest goal scorer is Tikatian. And oldest goal scorer is Nikiforov. Let's finish that, guys. Guys, I've been Jay Cradle. You have been awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've liked what you've seen so far from the series, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, stay well. Stay you.